When I get next to you, I feel a vibe. I know you're feeling it too, but I don't wanna make a move until I know for sure you've opened up that door.
How y'all doing? Good to see y'all. Thank you for being here. This is the second Soul of Music show, and I'm extremely privileged and honored to call this next guest a friend. I had the privilege of meeting him about 2 years ago, playing an R&B gig with Rogers Brown and his group Rud Jazz, and we instantaneously connected with our souls because we were playing something that it runs through our veins, man, and that's music. And so, yeah, please welcome to the show, Jus Jon. Yeah. Now, John just got done, he just wrapped up like this past season of The Voice, and we're going to dig into that a little bit, dig into kind of where he's going musically in his life. And this story with The Voice is just, it's going to be awesome, y'all, and the whole process of it. And but he's an extremely talented young man. He just released his first single called Signal, and we're going to be discussing that and talking about that, and then you're going to get to hear us do an acoustic version of a couple of these songs that are going to be released as an EP in the next, I don't know, month.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, so we're going to find out all about that, man. Yo.
What's good?
My man.
My brother.
Oh, good to see you, man.
As well, same here.
It was a trip to me, man. Like, when you posted it on Instagram, I made it on The Voice, you know? And then I saw you, you know, I was just like so proud. My heart was just so filled with joy, bro, seeing that process take place. And I know something that probably everybody watching at home, you know, these folks here, I'm sure they're interested in hearing. Let's just go ahead and knock this out the way, because this is kind of really cool on this national television show with these great artists, and I'm sure it was a fantastic experience, man. I want to know more about it.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's talk about it, bro.
I actually, first of all, hello everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I'm Jus Jon. Well, it actually happened this time last year, right before COVID happened, because COVID probably started taking place probably 2 weeks after the end of February, I think. Okay, so boom. I tried out February 8th, Baltimore, Maryland. 5,000 people showed up for the audition. I drove that morning I drove there about 3 a.m., got there about 6:30, the audition was at 7. So we're standing outside in like freezing cold weather, everybody's got coats on, coffee, tea, everybody's huddled up like, can we just get inside? Like, you know, it's wrapped all the way around the convention center, like the line is like insane. So we finally get in, we audition. They audition 10 people at a time. So you go into an audition with 10 people and you have to listen to each other sing. Fortunately, I was the last person to go in my audition. So I got to listen to everybody else like, okay, I can do this. I think I can do this. So I sang my song. My first song was Exceptional by Babyface. And she asked me to also sing, PDA by John Legend. I chose those songs because I felt like they fit my style of singing, and those were very strong songs that would impress them with my tone, quality, and just my energy on stage. So they gave me my red ticket. You get a red ticket if you go. So they gave my red ticket, so you have to audition again. So I ended up having to stay in Baltimore another night. I didn't have any money, by the way. Like, I had just spent all my money on gas to get there, and I just didn't have any money. So I called my uncle. I'm like, yo, I made it. I just need a room for the night. Can you please? He was like, I got you for sure. So the next morning I had to be probably like 30 miles deeper into Maryland. That was a sucky drive because traffic was terrible. Get there, at this moment, You walk in, you present your red ticket, like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. You present your red ticket, and then when you get in, they sit you in this holding room, this holding area with all the other artists that made it on their second callback. And they sit you in this room, and you actually you can hear the artists like in the next room going for broke. Like this is your last time to show us what you got, and then you're on. Well, you're not even on the show yet. They don't tell you that, but you're eventually going to be on the show. So I'm hearing people beside me blazing, and I'm just like, man, do I got what it takes, man? And I'm like, what am I talking about? I got this, man. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it. Right. So I go in there. This is right after my grandfather had just passed, and I had on his sweater. So I walk into the room. They have cameras everywhere. They basically have a nice stage because they want to see what you look like on TV. So you have a professional camera there. You have 2 judges sitting there. Basically, the producers of the show are sitting right in front of you. You didn't even really know it. So I sing Exceptional again. I sing PDA, and I sing Tell Me What You Really Like. What's that? What song is that? Not Bruno Mars. I Feel It Coming by The Weeknd. I sung those 3 songs. So after the songs, they were like, hey, can you sing all of those again? I was like, I mean, I sing with Rogers Brown. I sing with Rogers. Yeah. Like, of course I can sing it again. Yeah. So I sing it again, and they're like, man, well, we're just going to go ahead and just move you on up. So I'm just like, for real? They're like, yeah. Wow. And they're like, you're the first person today that's made it. I was like, all of that I just heard, that right before me, like blazing, killing, yeah, they're just not what we're looking for. So what are you looking for? like, what are you looking for? I guess they was looking for me. Okay, so we're good. So I make it. And like I said, 2 weeks later, COVID happens. So everything was put on halt. And I'm getting emails from them like, yeah, we don't know if we're gonna have it. Because at first they're saying, we're gonna have you come out to LA to audition one more time so we can cut it down from like 300 people to like 80 people. So now we can't even do that because we can't travel, you know, so I'm really nervous. I'm like, man, are they even gonna have a show? I just did all of this work for them to almost say that they're not gonna have a show. So I'm waiting March, April. I'm just sitting there like, yo, I haven't gotten an email yet. Am I not gonna make it? Like, me and my girlfriend, like, we're praying, like, yo, you're gonna make it, babe. Just wait, just hold on, just be patient. It's gonna happen. So middle of May, they sent me an email saying that they already made their cut from 300 to 86, and I made the cut. You talk about somebody jumping up and down. Like, I think I ran around the house like twice. Like, I was out of breath after that.
I could feel your joy.
You know what I'm saying? But I was running around the crib, just holding up my red ticket like, yo, it's over. I'm going. So we left. I left July 5th, right after Independence Day. And leave July. They pay for your ticket. They pay for your travel. They pay for your stay. We get there. You have to check in to the front desk. They give you like a stipend, they give you your first check, and they give you hand sanitizers, like a couple masks, and stuff like that, and tell you that you have to go to your room and that you can't leave for 10 days. So I'm like, so what if I need to get ice? No, you can't get ice. Call the front desk. I'm just like, wow. I have to stay in this room for 10 days. Yes, you got to stay in your room for 10 days. When I tell you I was going crazy in that room for 10 days, because we don't get any itinerary yet, like, we just have to get cleared that we do not have COVID before we even start. So everybody's just in their rooms going crazy. I don't know who anybody is. I've not met anybody. I'm just constantly in contact with my producers, and they're just checking. I'm like, hey, are you losing your mind yet? Yeah. I'm like, nah, I'm not. I'm close. So it's like by day 6, I was just like, man, okay. I've watched every show on TV. I think I've slept like for 3 days straight. I don't know what else to do. So like I ordered like a little Game Boy off Amazon. They dropped it off my door. I had a little entertainment, but mostly just listening to music. And finally get to day 1, we meet over Zoom calls, you meet everybody. And then you figure out, like, you're in a room with 86 people, we got so many questions. So we meet on Zoom every day after that. After we got cleared from COVID, we got tested for COVID 3 times a week. So every morning I had to cry, every morning. Like literally every morning, like, and I'm like, oh, I hate waking up now. Like, I don't even want to go downstairs. Like, you know, I don't think nobody did, you know, because that's really painful. So COVID 3 times a week. So boom, we get to show day. They tell us what songs we're singing because we picked out of a list of 500 songs. You had to pick like 3 songs out of like 500. So I picked Talk by Khalid because we had sung that with Rogers, and I felt very comfortable with that song. I wanted to sing an energetic song. I didn't want to sing anything slow because you know I'm very energetic. So show day, no, before I get to show day, I'm going too fast. Stage rehearsal. So they actually wanted you to see what the stage is going to look like so you won't be too nervous. Because, I mean, we're about to be on national TV, you know what I'm saying? And they don't want your nerves racked and want you passing out and they don't know what's going to happen. So we walk into Universal Studios and they walk us up to the stage and we're just like, oh my God. And then due to COVID, they had a screen for all of the people that would be watching from like, you know, wherever they are in their homes or whatever. You just got to get a ticket or a pass. And you have your vocal coach sitting in one of the chairs. I think she was sitting in, you got Blake, John, Gwen, Kelly. She was always sitting in Kelly's chair. So they wanted us to feel how it feel like with them being in the room. Like they're going to be right here. Like tomorrow, they're going to be right here. I'm John, I'm Kelly, I'm Gwen. You know what I'm saying? So just prepping us. Their prep was immaculate. I mean, they definitely prepared us for everything. So show day comes, I'm nervous as a mug. Like you literally, just like I said for the first audition, when people were, you know, you could hear them. You're sitting in a big auditorium and you can hear the acts going before you, and you know whether they're getting chosen or not. You can hear the douche, 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 or no douche at all. Like it's either douche or no douche. So I'm sitting there like, man, people are not getting douched. People are getting douched. I think I went like the third day because they stretch it out to like 5 days. So I'm on like I'm lying. I was on the 4th day, so I was really nervous because I thought all the douches were gone. Because they only get to pick 10 people out of 40 people out of 86 are gonna make it. Everybody else has to go home. So I'm like, we're doing cuts again, man. How many cuts am I gonna have to go through till y'all realize that I'm supposed to be on this show? You feel me? So fourth time's the charm. 4th day, I go up there. I sing my song. I'm killing it. I'm singing, killing it. About a minute into it, I'm thinking I'm killing it. I'm like, man, nobody's turned around yet. I'm like, man, I'm going home, man, because you only get a minute and 30 seconds to sing your song. Yeah. I'm like, man, I'm going home. No, I'm going home. So we get to about, I don't know if anybody's watching, we get to about the last measure of the song. Douche, I'm like, yes. Oh my God, I didn't care who it was because my eyes were closed at the time when I was hitting my high note. My eyes were closed, and when I opened my eyes, it was like a revelation. And I'm looking at Blake smiling hard as a mug, and I'm like, yes. I don't care who it is. Just pick me so I can be on the show. I just want to make it through. So I make it through. They asked me all these questions. It was so cool. Like when they turned their chairs around, I'm like, yo, they're really here. Like the director's behind me saying, breathe. Yeah. John, walk forward. I was like out of it. Like, yeah, I was in shock. So walk up there, they tell me I'm amazing. I'm just like, y'all are really telling me I'm amazing. This is dope. So you walk back to the back, they interview you. I mean, I can't tell you how much B-roll we filmed. Like every week after that, from then on, was like filled with nothing but things to do. B-roll. We had vocal rehearsals 3 times a week. We had COVID 3 times a week. COVID testing 3 times a week. We actually had to get back down on lockdown because there were a couple of false positives. So we had to go back to our rooms for like 5 more days, which slowed up the process. Yeah. But it was amazing. Second day we get paired, second audition we get paired up with somebody. I met Peyton. Me and Peyton actually were walking to Walmart because I didn't want her to walk by herself. We were walking to Walmart and she was like, John, I think we're gonna be paired together. I really think we're gonna be, I feel it, man. I feel like we're gonna be paired together. I was like, you know what, we're kind of like the same style. So that wouldn't be far off. So they call us on Zoom to announce the pairings. Yeah. So me and Peyton texted me like, watch. So we're like the last people they call out. So we're just like, we do it, we called it. Like, so then you get your actual your practice with your coach and the mentor. So we don't know who the mentor is. They won't tell us who the mentor is. And Peyton is like a prophet. Like a couple of days before, she said, yo, it's gonna be Kane Brown or like somebody else. But she said Kane Brown first. I was like, Kane Brown? She was like, yeah, Kane Brown. She explained who Kane Brown was because I really didn't know at the time who Kane Brown was. And she explained, I was like, oh, I've actually heard his music. It's so funny. So we go in and before we walk in, they say, yeah, okay, your guest mentor is Kane Brown. And she's like, I told you it was Kane Brown. I'm calling everything. So we go in there and Kane's sitting there and Blake's sitting there. He's like, hey, what's going on? So we're talking, and she's like, yeah, I called this. I was like, yeah, she called everything. She called that we were going to be paired together, and she called Kane Brown. She was like, Blake was like, you know everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just on it. So boom, we do our little rehearsal, and we go to battles, and like before me and Peyton prayed, we were like, look, we're going for a steal save. We're both gonna make it. You know, that was our prayer. Like, I don't want to send you home. I definitely don't want to go home. You know what I'm saying? So you're my friend. We had this camaraderie and just build a great friendship. You know, that's our prayer. So I think like before we went, they used up. I think they might have used their last steal or save for that round. So me and her are just looking at each other like, man, we just got to go for it, man. You know, we can't worry about the feelings between us right now. We both try to live out our dreams. It's good enough that we've made it here this far, you know what I'm saying? So we're blessed already.
That's right.
So it's just like, we just got to go out here and do it. Beat her. Was so sad. Talked to her afterwards. You know, said we still talk to this day. I still talk to everybody to this day, but we still talk to this day. So then, boom, on to the next rehearsal. Like, boom, like they're at it. Like the next day, you're at rehearsal, no rest. Like you're at another rehearsal, they're giving you your new song. You know what I'm saying? You go in there with Paul, and you're practicing with the band. And I was really nervous for this last pair because it was against Jim. And they don't really reveal who you're paired against like they did the first one. They wait until the day that the mega mentor gets there, which was Usher. We didn't even know that. So when you walk,
clip when you met Usher.
And the thing is, you're walking out and you're seeing him, but you're also seeing who you're going against. So it's like a double whammy. I'm like, oh, I'm going against Jim. Jesus. Oh, God. But there's Usher. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, but I'm going against Jim. Jim is an incredible artist, man. I take nothing from Jim. So he gives us our advice, and we leave, and like 2 days later, we do the actual thing. Did the actual thing. I didn't come out on top. I felt like vocally, I could have done way better, but things happen backstage that a lot of people don't know about, and you know, I'll divulge it. They went on break right before we had to do our thing. We went on like a 2-hour break, and mind you, like I'm prepping, I'm drinking water, I'm over there, all of that, and they like, yeah, you know, we're gonna just hold you guys back here, and we're gonna go on break, and I'm just like,
yeah.
So trying to keep my mental together, trying to keep everything together, go out and just do the best thing I could do, which was perform my butt off. But I just didn't make it. And you know, things like that happen, you know, in life. You know, it just teaches you to just keep moving forward, you know, not give up. And I had made it that far. So the good thing about it was instead of leaving that next, well, I did have to leave that next day, but leaving everybody behind, everybody left on that same day. So it wasn't like I was leaving everybody behind like everybody else was. So it was kind of like a closure moment. We all got to party that night, you know, say our goodbyes and then come back home. And it was just an incredible experience. I mean, I won't take it for granted ever. I mean, God is good.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, this is, I can feel your energy and your joy, man. I just got chills. So, like, man, this cat is from Newport News, and again, man, I'm like, I said this in the last show, there are so many talented musicians and artists that are from this region, and you know, I think there's a reason Pharrell called that festival Something in the Water, because I mean, it is insane the amount of musicians from here that have been on national stages, some you don't even know about, but from Ella Fitzgerald on. Yeah, so I'm excited about your future, and I think this is just a stepping stone for you, man, and you know, music is inside of us, and music's in you, and I knew that from the first time I met you at the Raw Jazz gig, and we were making music together. But so John is from Newport News, and your family's highly involved in the church. Your uncle that just passed away, you know, started a lot of churches like all over the world, and so yeah, that's rooted in your. Is that what got you singing? Was the church? What got you singing, man?
The church. I mean, you know, as soon as you could walk, you're in the children's choir. Like, you're automatically, oh yeah, bring them on up. Praise God. You know, the little ones first, you know. You know, that way, you know.
How old were you when you first, what's your first memories? Is music your first memory?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Children's choir. Like children's church, singing in there, singing in. My grandmother ran the daycare center for our church, so you had to sing in there. You had to sing your numbers. You had to sing everything. Like, they just had us in there singing. Like, I don't know if anybody remembers nursery rhymes. I don't even know if they still teach nursery rhymes anymore, but we definitely were singing nursery rhymes. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, music's always been there. And then I was surrounded by so many talented musicians at a young age. I think that's what developed me a little quicker than other people. And I had an ear for it, and that's what I really like to do. Like, I barely could go outside, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. Extracurricular activities back in my time were like non-existent. I couldn't play football. My people were just completely against any of that, like going to the movies, like all of that. They're old school.
Yeah, man.
We barely went skating. Like, you know what I'm saying? The pool, you had to wear a shirt. I couldn't go out there just straight up butterball. Like, it was nothing, you know what I'm saying?
So the Bible Belt, South of Mississippi, Pentecostals everywhere.
Yeah.
And like, so like, yeah, it's definitely a very rigid mentality.
But that's what kept me there, though. That mentality kept me just listening to music and practicing. That's all I could do. Literally.
Same here. It wasn't so much it was just growing up on a farm and end of a dirt road would kind of stop me, and I was like, all right, music and horses and cows.
That's it.
So I'm gonna do my chores and I'm gonna do music, man. Yeah, and hopefully music will get me the hell out of here.
Facts.
But dude, so like, who were some of your first big influences? You know, and you know, in the church. Especially like the gospel church, like probably the first time I ever felt God was like playing in a gospel church in Picayune, Mississippi. We had some choirs come in from New Orleans, and we did this like choir workshop. And oh my Lord, man, like I felt the Spirit.
Yeah, unity, man.
But you know, I don't know what it's like to grow up in that environment from the get-go. And then who were your biggest influences and that you tried to emulate vocally?
My uncle that just passed away, Michael D. Green, for sure. He was a praise and worship leader, and I mean, I'm talking about the Spirit's coming as soon as he gets to the first measure. Like, it's just coming in.
He's just locked in.
Yeah, it's locked in, man. Kirk Franklin, Fred Hammond, Kim Burrell, all of the Clark sisters, Tone, Dietrich Hatton, because I couldn't listen to anything but gospel music. And then one car ride, I get in the car, and I guess my mom forgot I was getting in the car, and she was listening to jazz. And I'm like, and she's like, ooh. I was like, nah, I'll go back. I like that.
Yeah.
And she was like, you do? I was like, yeah, go back. I was like, when I heard a guitar, that and a saxophone, I was like, oh, what is that? I need that. So every time, it would be a little secret. Every time I got in the car, turn on the jazz, please. Okay. Turn on the jazz for me. So yeah, for sure. Yeah. PJ Morton, yeah. All those people.
Oh, I love it. I'm gonna tell y'all what. If y'all haven't listened to Kirk Franklin or Israel or
Israel for sure.
Oh my Lord, y'all. I remember, I was probably.
Ooh, the Winans, man. I forgot the Winans. I can't forget the Winans. Can't forget my bad. No disrespect. If you're watching,
19,
I didn't forget you.
19, and I grew up end of a dirt road, so what got me into playing guitar was heavy metal, actually, but then I went up to Jackson, Mississippi, and I went to this jazz jam session in Jackson, Mississippi, and I got my butt kicked, man. And from that moment changed my life. I was like, what? There's this element of music I'm not familiar with, And when I got into that, and I started turning my attention towards jazz, because I knew that was this is the only way I'm gonna grow. And that's when the gospel gig came in, and I had never listened to Kirk Franklin before, but a friend of mine heard me playing guitar, and he was like, dude, you sound great on that thing. You ever listen to Kirk Franklin? You ever thought about playing gospel? I'm like, no. But that moment changed my life when I went and played with that choir workshop in New Orleans. So yeah, it's the gospel music.
Yeah, for sure, gospel.
The jazz. So as far as like, who are you listening now? Who are you listening to right around now? You know, who are your big?
There's so much trash out here now, it's hard to pick. I'm just being honest. I'm still listening to everything old, man.
Yeah.
I'm still listening to
I am too.
things that came out. I'm trying to give you some good artists that I have been listening to. Myself, it's the first thing that comes up. I'm still listening to PJ Morton. I do like her. Usher, of course, that's my guy.
Yeah.
Music Social, I'm still listening to him. Jay Electronica, John Mayer, Michael Jackson.
But you're a little bit all over the place.
Yeah, K. Roosevelt, Stevie Wonder, Thundercat, Little River Band. I'm sorry, that movie with Will Ferrell got me on that song. Friday night I was holding you late and I was dreaming of the night. I love that
Will
movie,
Ferrell,
man. Go ahead, hilarious.
So as far as like, why, you know, what directed your compass to, all right, I want to pursue my own career doing music and art? And, you know, when did that happen? And did Norfolk State Heritage, did they play a part in that direction? And if so, how, you know?
I actually started in middle school right before I got to Heritage. I think I was in 8th grade, and my music teacher pulled me to the side because they were having scouts for Heritage scouts for all the high schools coming to the classroom to see, you know, if you're gonna go to the next level and be in choir for college. You know what I'm saying? They're grooming you, they're coming in for all city chorus, all state chorus, viewing you. And I was very, very wide open back then. Like I was definitely ADHD. I was all over the place, and the people came in and they were like, he's amazing. Like this guy can sing, but he's too hyper. We're gonna have to put him in mixed chorus. Like I was projected to come into high school singing with all the seniors. That's what I was projected to be doing. But because of my behavior, they put me in mixed chorus. I was so pissed. Like I'm singing with these guys and I'm singing circles around, like literally, like singing them under the bus. Like anytime we did all city, I'm the top tenor in the whole joint. I'm the top bass in the whole state or whatever. Well, not the state, the whole city or whatever. So it was just like, but my theory sucked. Like that's why I couldn't make it to where I wanted to be. Eventually, about junior year, I made it to the big leagues. They had to give me some time to grow. You know what I'm saying? I guess it was like kind of like a punishment. Yeah, they wanted me to mature. They really punished me. I could have matured it like that if they'd have told me I would have been in the top choir. I would have been like, okay, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna talk during class. Like I'd have been
Easier
quiet. Oh yeah, I've been the quietest kid ever. Yeah, sure, Josh. Sure, you would have been. Yeah.
It was a journey that was meant to happen that way, though.
And then Carl Haywood walks in my class from Norfolk State University. Their choir walks in, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. I want to pursue music full time. And my teacher from Heritage's son was an amazing keyboard player for his age. And we both became really close friends. We did our first concert like right after we graduated, and we formed a group called Frequency. Now, I didn't go to college right after high school. I stayed and played around, went to Thomas Nelson for a little bit, got a job, doing a little gigging with Frequency. Then we all broke up because all the seniors graduated from HU and Norfolk State. And then when I turned 24, I think I ran into Terry Butler, which was the one of the musical directors at Norfolk State. And when I saw him, I'm like, yo, why didn't I just go to Norfolk State? Like, what held me back? So I applied, got in, took up choir, and it just went on from there. I started getting gigs everywhere, met Rogers.
Yeah.
while I was there. When I met Rogers, he like a year later after I took his class, he called me up. This is during a trying time in my life as well. I really didn't have a job. I didn't have a place to stay. I don't even think I had a car this time. He called me up and was like, yo, how would you feel about singing in my group? I'm like, sure. I mean, yeah, I need the money. Like, I mean, this is what I do. So he called me up and he gives me a book of like 60 songs. And I'm just like, I don't know half of these songs. Half of these songs were made before I was even conceived of being thought about being conceived.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, wow, this is a challenge, but I took it on and then did the voice and now we're here.
So, and was Professor Rogers Brown. He's a retired professor from Norfolk State, and so, I'm sure. Like, I'm just going to tell you all a little bit about him, and I know his group Jazz. I think they're going to be performing here sometime, right, Ray? What? Yeah. So, like, keep an eye out for Jazz, and if you're not familiar with them, Rogers Brown, man, he's handpicked, just like you just heard John, just say, Rogers came up to him and was like, hey, man, are you interested in singing in my group? He's done that for several musicians, and his band, I always love when I get the call from him. And if I have that date open to play with his group, I freaking run towards it because it's so much fun.
Yeah.
You got Chris Jernigan on drums, one of my favorite drummers here, and musicians.
Yeah.
Just like I'm a killer keyboard player, just all around great musician. And he tours with National X and does some really great things. So then you've got Stephanie Sanders, Professor Stephanie Sanders. Whoo, y'all. She teaches woodwinds at Norfolk State, and she's one of the most well-rounded musicians I've ever been around. And I mean, she can pick up a bassoon and
pick up
play
anything.
any classical piece you can throw in front of her, and then go gig with the VSO or wherever, and then like next night be with Rogers and
blazing,
tear up the vocals and sax like it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I like being around people like that, and it's just good energy, and you learn. And so like he put you in a situation where you could almost be mentored, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you?
It took me up a notch.
Yeah.
Definitely cold. I mean, I would say that if I didn't have choir, because I was taking choir while I was still singing with him. So if I didn't have choir, and that just it pushed me to
Right.
it pushed me to my limit, because I'm learning choir music and I'm learning these 60 songs that you just gave me.
So one of the things I would say is like you're watching at home, and I don't always put yourself as a musician or artist just in general. Put yourself in these situations that are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Maybe for
It's not impossible.
Yeah,
It's not impossible.
You're going to grow from it. Try to put yourself around musicians that are going to push you to push yourself and keep up with them. And yeah, man, it's a journey. Ooh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I love Rogers Brown, and that's how we met. So, tell me about your album, bro. Your single released last week, right?
On Valentine's Day, yes, sir.
Yeah.
You can get that right now. It's called Signal by
Yes.
Jus Jon.
And tell us a little about, I want to hear about when the other tracks are dropping, and then what are your goals? If you want to talk about it. I want to hear what your goals are, man.
Well, after my grandfather passed, right before I tried out for The Voice, I had completely just stopped writing at all. Like, I stopped writing music. And then The Voice happened. When I got back, my cousin called me and he said, hey, man, I've noticed that you haven't really been singing, like, online. Like, I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything about you doing music. He's like, I've been writing, man. I would love for you to sing one of my songs. So I'm like, cool, man, send it to me. You know, he sends me the track, and I like it, and I sing it, and he's like, yeah, I got like 4 more just like it. And I'm like, okay. He's like, let's make an EP. Okay. Trying to lift my spirits, get me back in my grind, because I kind of fell off my horse. And so I thank God for him. His name is Justin Ricks. He wrote most of the songs on the album.
And you're tracking all of them at Black Element Studios.
Black Element Studios, Gerald White, yes sir. And Trey Simmons is on it. Jarvis Huffaker is on it. We got Zachary Brunson that now plays with Justin Bieber. He's on it. It's just a lot of different names that go into play with it. But it's just basically, the title of it will be Just in Time, because that music getting to me was just in time. Like, it kind of woke me back up and got me back into the mood of doing music again, because I was ready to give up at a certain point in time. You know what I'm saying? Because this music industry is really rough. Like, it's super tough. You got a lot of people out here trying to get over on you. You got to kiss major butt to get where you got to go, and you got to be talented. And then some people don't like this, and people are picky about things. The goal is to inspire and to make money. I mean, at the end of the day, I want to inspire people to do what I do and do it better and live their lives to the fullest. But I also want to provide for my family. Yeah. So those are the 2 things that go in mind with that. And I definitely want to teach people how to just be persistent and not give up, and just, yeah, be persistent. Like, never give up, like, especially in your dreams. Like, it doesn't have to be music. It can be anything. So when you hear my story and you know what I've been through, you'll be like, Dag, he did all of that, and he's still not quitting. And what is stopping me? You know, you haven't even heard half the story. But just hearing what you hear now, you know that I'm not a person that's going to give up very easily. Even though everybody has their moments where they don't want to go on anymore. They don't want to keep doing what they're doing. But I mean, you got to find the strength somewhere to just keep it pushing.
Well, you know whether or not that higher power, God, whatever you want to call it, that purpose that's in your heart. And and that's what I felt when I talked to you the very first time I talked to you. And we exchanged numbers, and I'm like, let me know if there's anything I can ever do to help you. And mentoring others, as you've been mentored, is kind of like
passing it down.
Yes, passing it down and making the world a better place while you're doing it. Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. As far as like your vocal training, did you have any vocal lessons? No vocal lessons.
Children's choir.
Children's choir. And then
ABCs.
Did you do music at Norfolk State?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now you're getting into it. Okay,
yeah,
so Norfolk State definitely trained me, but I believe to God to this day that I was already trained. Yeah. It just was a step, like it just improved. It was like oiling a well-oiled machine, like putting more oil in there. You know, basically they were just lubing me up. You know what I'm saying? To just
I have
be out.
I have that. I was blessed with a lot of natural talent too, and I feel like, oh my gosh, I've been playing music, basically all my life, and there are things I'm just now starting to comprehend. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, that's why that chord change works, or that's why this one lick works. Do you find yourself stumbling upon some of that old knowledge that might have been over your head?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh.
When I got the choir, I was like, oh. Whoa. There were those moments. I will say that. They still come right now, because I'm listening to some songs we sing with Rogers, and I'm like, oh, that's not the chord I was thinking it was. It's something completely different. Right. I've been singing this note, and I should be singing this note.
Right.
It's finding different ways to, I mean, we all have those come to Jesus moments in music.
Yeah. Dude, I feel sorry for some of my professors that were teaching me. I was a rock musician trying to understand jazz. But
they're probably like, you don't do your head like this when you play jazz.
Right. Yeah, don't bend this. You don't bend the string. You don't play blues licks. I'm like, oh, that's all I know. But fortunately, I've been blessed to be mentored by people in my military band career, and that I gravitated towards, and they gave me opportunities to grow. And same with Rogers, man.
Yeah.
Rogers heard me at a jazz gig. I was just doing a little trio gig, and we were just playing tink, 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 tink stuff, you know. And I enjoy putting myself in those elements because it's like, okay, this is the style. I'm gonna switch my brain and my mode to that style, and I'm sure you do this as a vocalist, and it's fun for me. I'm like, okay, this is real traditional, but
you got to cross over.
Rogers came out to that show. He heard me, and we exchanged numbers. He's like, man, I hear something in you that, yeah, and like that was. I had just moved back here. I just PCS'd in the military, and that was one of my second gigs out. You know, and I was just kind of getting my feet, the lay of the land, and he was like, when he hit me up, he just gave me I was like, man, what about music? He's like, no, man, you're gonna hear everything. I can tell you got ears.
Yeah, he know.
You're gonna just be able to hear it, and you're gonna have fun. And I was like, all right.
My first gig with you, I was like, who the heck is this dude over here blazing this guitar right now? Oh, you just looking down at your pedal like, yeah, yeah, man. Giving me all the lick faces.
Oh man. But so like you're gonna be, so your other tracks drop in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
That's exciting, and you know, I'm sure the COVID. Now you're probably just waiting to see how the album does. I'm sure to see how it unfolds, and so y'all please go out and support this young man. He's so talented, and I can't wait for y'all to hear us break his songs down to just acoustic and voice, and you get to hear it in its pure form. Woo! It's something to behold, man.
Yep.
So, do you have any suggestions? I mean, everybody's path in music and art is different, but do you have any suggestions for, you know, young and old that are pursuing music, songwriting, you know, keep ways to grow? Do you have any suggestions?
I will say take every opportunity that you can and don't take them for granted. Time is gonna keep passing. It's not gonna stop, so you can't stop. And like when I think about it, I think back about it now, every opportunity that I've had goes like that. Like I might have been in it for like 4 years, 5 years. And I look back, I'm like, wow, that seemed like it just went like so fast. So like you gotta cherish those moments and really take it all in. Like I wouldn't give up. I wouldn't be too good for anything. I don't care how old you are or young you are. There's always more you can do and more ways you can learn to be better. To, like I said, oil that machine. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to run on you don't want a running car with no oil in it. I mean, because it's not gonna do you any good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep oiling it up. So. And
you gotta have that mind and heart linked together spiritually too, man. What's up? Oh, Raw Jazz. All right, they're gonna be here July 11th, y'all.
Hey.
July 11th. You ready to do some music, man?
Yes, sir. Let's do it. You know that's what I do, baby. Woo! Let's go.
Yeah.
This song is called Flowers. No. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Replay memories, the same energy. I'm caught up. So cliche, love, hate, enemies. Walk away empty and scarred up. You should have given me, you could have given me flowers. No, you rather wait for me to elevate, like I'm not good enough. So guess what? Ooh yeah, Yeah. I've waited so patiently, but you're consistently heartless. So I made up my mind, I won't press rewind, I'm moving forward. 'Cause you should have given me, you could have given me flowers. No, you rather wait to appreciate me like I'm not good enough. So guess what? When I'm on my way and you hear my name, when you see me making moves, just make sure you keep that same energy. Don't be fake, 'cause ain't nothing changed with you. Don't switch up, keep your flowers off my grave. Yeah, don't switch up, keep your flowers off my grave. Yeah. Long nights alone, I've been thinking. Don't wanna hold on, but I remember. Long nights alone, I've been thinking. Don't wanna hold on, but I remember. Yeah, long nights alone, I've been thinking. Don't wanna hold on, 'cause I remember. Just want you to know I forgive you, yeah. We don't gotta be close, keep your distance and keep your flowers off my grave. Oh, keep your flowers on above my grave. Yeah, since I'm dead to you, don't switch up, switch up, switch up, yeah. Off my grave, yeah, yeah. Since I'm dead to you, don't switch up, switch up, switch up, yeah. Grave, off my grave. Since I'm dead to you, don't switch up, switch up, switch up, yeah. That was Flowers. You want to do Signal next? You said don't do Signal. No. Oh, you said don't do Give It To Me. What's the name? You want to do Give It To Me before Signal? Yeah. That works. This one is called Give It To Me. This song started about, it's 2021, this is about 2017. Now we're just releasing it, so yeah. It's a really good song, it's fun. It's kind of old school too, got an old school feel. The sun peak begins to shine. You fill my morning up with your love. Ain't no lady like you. Never met a lady like you. My soul sister, give me some more, sister. Get up, let's go, sister. Let's show off your flow, sister, sister. 'Cause girl, I know exactly what you like. And when I'm here with you, it feels so right. I wanna take you home with me tonight, or whatever, just as long as you're here with me. Just know, that you got what I need right now. Come and give it to me. 'Cause you got what I need right now. I give it to you in the morning time, evening time, when you're fresh off of work. Lift up that skirt and be my dessert. I'ma give it to you good, good, good. I'll give it to you good, 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 yeah. 'Cause girl, I know exactly what you like. And when I'm here with you, it feels so right. And I wanna take you home with me tonight, or whatever, just as long as you're here with me. Just know that you got what I need right now. Baby, come and give it to me. You got what I need, yeah, need right now. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, oh no. 'Cause you got what I need right now. You got what I need right now. Come and give it to me. Yeah, and this signal. Yeah. Oh, you want to go there? That's cool with me. That's cool. Yeah, we was signal. That's cool. This song is called "A Moment." I actually wrote this while I was working. This is a funny story. I wrote this while I was working at Walmart. Not distribution, but I was stocking at Walmart, and my girlfriend had just broke up with me, and I really wanted her back real bad. So I was just writing music, like day and night, trying to find like a song to get her back with, and never happened. But this song did, so that's a good thing. So yeah, this is called "A Moment." Yeah, 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 yeah. You're right here. When I look into your eyes, when I look into your eyes, your eyes, your eyes, I saw the most beautiful thing that I had ever seen. And I knew then what I know now. You're the one for me eternally and positively. At that moment, time stopped. You blew my life away, and deep inside, you know your love is mine. And we can make this right. If I could be yours forever, and deep inside, you know your love is mine. And we can make this right. If I could be yours forever for a moment. Oh, your eyes look deep inside of mine. You're the epitome of what I want. And you knew we had something good from the start. And just one good to look at you one moment. One blessing, you take me to heaven. And deep inside, you know your love is mine. And we can make this right. If I could be yours forever, and deep inside, you know your love is mine. We can make this right. If I could be yours forever for a moment. Be yours for a moment. For a moment. For a moment. Your love, it keeps calling. 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 Love, it keeps calling. Your 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 love, it keeps. And deep inside, you know your love is mine. We can make this right. If I could be yours forever, and deep inside, your love is mine. We could make this right. Be yours forever for a moment. Whoa. Be yours for a moment, for a moment. Just a moment. Be yours. Just be yours for a moment. So now I'm gonna just sing the single I just released on Valentine's Day. You can get it on iTunes, Spotify, whatever. Come on, Mike, work with me now. Yeah, it's called Signal. This is the first song I recorded on the whole EP that I'm releasing in March. So hope you enjoy it. When I get next to you, I feel a vibe. I know you're feeling it too, but I don't wanna make a move until I know for sure you've opened up that door. No switching lanes, it's not a race. We can go at your pace, girl. And if you're ready, nothing but open road ahead. It's your lane, baby. I don't wanna cut you off. Is there space for me? Girl, I got my signal on. It's evident you're hesitant, unsure if you wanna let me over. So I'll wait until you are. When I get next to you, nothing else matters as long as I'm with you. So tell me what you want, baby, 'cause I've gotta know for sure you've opened up that door. No switching lanes, it's not a race. We can go at your pace, girl, if you're ready. Nothing but open road ahead. It's your lane, baby. I don't wanna cut you off. Is there space for me? Girl, I got my signal on. And it's evident you're hesitant, unsure if you wanna let me over. So I'll wait until you are. It's evident you're hesitant, unsure if you wanna let me over. So I'll wait until you are. It's your lane, baby. I don't wanna cut you off. Is there space for me, girl? I got my signal on. It's evident you're hesitant, unsure if you wanna let me over. So I'll wait until you are. Can I get over next to you? Can I get over? Can I get over next to you? Can I get over? Can I get over next to you? Can I get over? Can I get over next to you? Can I get over? 'Cause it's your lane, baby. I don't wanna cut you off. Is there space for me? Girl, I got my signal on. And it's evident you're hesitant, unsure if you wanna let me over. So I'll wait until you are. So I'll wait until you are. Signal. And that's Jason Cale.
So again, y'all give a big hand to Jus Jon. Thank you for joining us here today at Iron Crossroads. Also for joining us at home. Y'all support this young man and his endeavors, and I know you're doing what you're truly meant to be doing here on earth, man, and fulfilling God's purpose, man, with your family. And man, I'm so proud of you, and I hope great things come your way, man, and I know they will.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Any final words you want to say to everybody?
Thank y'all for coming. Thank you for watching. You can follow me on Instagram at Jus Jon Music. This is my merch. You also can follow me on Facebook, Jus Jon. And yeah, just keep pushing. Everybody just strive for greatness and be kind to humans. And yeah, the world will be a better place.
Thank y'all. Have a great evening. Thank you. Great job, man.
Thank you. You too, man. You sounded amazing. See, a little bit of extra practice still.
The Flatiron Crossroads, cut above the rest. Come down to the Flatiron, music at its best. Flatiron Crossroads, bring your family. Yeah, the Flatiron Crossroads, that's the place to be. Where people come to hear a tune or two, hang with friends, maybe have a brew. Ray's been known to tell a lie or two about where the devil's buried. They come from all around the state, see the building levitate, 'cause everyone's there to celebrate when nothing's ordinary. Flatiron Crossroads, cut above the rest. Come down to the Flatiron, music at its best. Flatiron Crossroads, bring your family. Yeah, the Flatiron Crossroads, that's the place to be. It's at the corner of the two main streets, where the folks of Wareneck always meet. An outstretched hand you're sure to greet someone who wants to know ya. In Gloucester County, just east of town, that's where the party will be found. The sheriff, he never comes around unless he's checking on ya. Flatiron Crossroads, cut above the rest. Down to the Flatiron, music at its best. Flatiron Crossroads, bring your family. Yeah, the Flatiron Crossroads, that's the place to be. Yeah, the Flatiron Crossroads, that's the place to be.
The Flatiron Crossroads, located at 7709 Flatiron Road in beautiful Gloucester, Virginia. Y'all come see us now.